Hello, I'm Angie, sitting here being bored. I have no life as if you can't tell, and I'm medically ill or possibly terminal. Anyway, so I don't do nothing, I have no life. I used to be a mom, still a mom, I just forgot how to be. I used to be a wife, now I'm a widow. Let's see, I used to be all kinds of things, and now I do nothing, and I've failed miserably at everything. Anyways, now that we've covered that, um, it is a nice day outside. It looks like it's gonna rain though. So I thought I would hop on and say hi. It won't let me post the link like I usually do. Um, and think about that though. I already closed my channel. Anyways, it's a nice day out. It just looks like it's gonna rain. The light is off, but don't like the glare. Anyways, I don't have anybody to chat with. I've tried. Nobody loves me enough. I should have like 11 to 15 subscribers, and I don't have any, or I don't have that many up. I don't know what happened to them. Some of them fell off. Some of them disappeared, and some of them should have been there, or should be there. I need 50 so I can don't have to screw with the laptop. Because you have to have 50 subscribers and a cell phone number of some sort in order to go live on your cell phone. So, anyways, I can't go live on my cell phone, so I have to get the laptop out, and um, it's it's around a decade old, give or take, by my calendar, and I'm supposedly delayed, so it may be old, even older. But anyways, it's also got hundreds of processes running, and I don't know what ones to close and what not. And I caught a parasite, but anyways, um, so it runs really slow. Um, anyways, so I was on here yesterday. I don't know if I said anything or not, but we went to Harrison's Diner in Seymour and to eat, and we came home and didn't do much of nothing. Anyways, I am originally a birth Sawyer and a married Riley. For those of you who don't know. I've only been married once and never divorced. Anyways, I've supposedly got a few plus forms of dementia, um, and a few plus forms of amnesia, and I've had some strokes, so I have stroke impairment. Um, anyways, I get really agitated and aggravated and irritated, and I can't help it. It just it's a thing, and you throw a little bit of mind control or reprogramming in there, and somebody gets a hold of something they shouldn't have, and um, it's hard for people with dementia to be able to maintain and control full function anyway. But you throw somebody deviant in there, and which is a common thing. It had actually calmed down for a while, and all of a sudden it started getting worse. And whenever you got somebody deviant in control, and you're questioning your surroundings, and you're questioning your life, and you're questioning everything, um, it it's difficult. It's difficult to deal with things. It's difficult to do things, and I can't determine the people who don't know that my condition, and the people who do. And if you knew what I meant by that, you'd understand, because I think some of the people that know for sure are the ones that are causing it purposely. And I think they mimic the people in my life, or they're getting to me in my sleep. They're getting to me in other ways that I can't do anything about. And the people who can obviously are maybe the ones that hired them. I'm not sure. Um, anyways, everybody likes to tell me I'm crazy and I need help, so I figured I'd give everybody tell you a little bit of what it's like from my point of view, being me. I spent over a decade of my life using drugs, using heroin, using Oxycontin, smoking crystal meth, smoking crack occasionally, um, and pawning, everything we owned, and taking the income, the monthly income that we had, and getting it all back, just to do it all over again. Um, Dealing with, selling drugs and buying drugs and dealing with questionable people, and I never once lived like this. I never once had to worry about, that I knew of. Never had to worry about going to sleep in my own bed. Never had to worry about walking in somebody else's house and it looking just like mine, and thinking they were tricking me. Never had to question the people in front of me. Now, I'm not saying I shouldn't have, because according to certain sources, it was going on then too. It just wasn't known by me. Um, but it is now known, and things are different, and it's I don't like it. I don't like the way my life is. I'm used to stability and security, whether I had it or not. Whether you have it or not. But if you think you do, it means something, because you may not know what's going on. Do you? Maybe that came out wrong, but you get what I'm trying to say. Anyways, so everybody's got it in their head that with my condition being the way it is, that they can be my guardian, um, and overtake my life. My life's been at a standstill for over a decade, and it's been non-existent. I haven't got to be a mom. I haven't got to be nothing. I haven't got to work. I've had so much against me and so many against me that I haven't been able to do anything. And I went out on my own. I mean, that's all there is to it, because I see simple things that can be done right now. And I mean, it's still going to be difficult, but taking simple measures can change things. It can keep people out of your home that aren't supposed to be there. It can keep you in your home, if that's an issue. It keeps imposters away, and it gives you the ability to maintain being around people that you trust, which would be your family, or in my case, my family or loved ones. Um, me having my own money and being out on my own, I think I could do. I know I'd have to have help, of course. I'd have to have medical monitoring. I'd have to have security camera system to be monitored. Maybe even home health or even hospice. I'm not sure, but and that's stuff that I I would be willing to try, as long as it's all legal and done right, and as long as it was trustworthy. But I'm questioning too much, and it's supposedly I was told it was classic dementia, but and classic amnesia. And I guess it would be different if I had somebody to talk to. Because even though I'm in the condition I'm in, I'm still a person. People, I mean, I'm still a person. I just my health's fading fast, and it's faded drastically over the last 2 to 3 years. And I think a lot of it has to do with me. I've been trying to get SSI from Social Security, and I've been trying to get disability from Social Security. And I've also been trying to get survivor benefits from Social Security off of my husband. Um, my 3 kids got, but I wasn't able to have anything to do with that because my kids were under somebody else's guardianship, so their guardian had to handle that. Um, but somebody somewhere is dead set on me. They're wanting me kept under people's thumbs and kept at a point in my life to where they call the shots and make and control my surroundings and control me. And they don't want me having any. They don't want me being independent or having any freedom at all. They want me completely dependent on them. So and I'm hated by some. Some want me dead, and have accomplished that numerous times, and they're still going for it to this day. And I'm not sure. Not sure why, um, or if it was a part that they came up with or a cover, or if it's been a quick thing, but it's been traced all the way back to my mom, and it's something that whoever it was is passed it to. I guess it's known as a part now, and it because the person apparently may have gotten dimed or ratted, and I don't know that it was ever proven or anything was ever done about it, but it was made known. Um, so I don't know if it's something where they've passed it to their younger generation, or if it became a part and got handed down to ones under her, um, or if she's just passing it to anybody to cover her or him. I believe there's a man involved. I initially thought he was her assailant, and I initially thought that her and my mom may have been held together at some point. But I've been through so much, and where I have amnesia and dementia, I don't know anymore. And I found all this out. I found the whole enchilada out. I mean the whole freaking enchilada, and it that was one of the things that made me want to live out of my own, and to have a security camera system, a home monitoring system, the home alarm, all that, the whole kit and caboodle. Um, and my thought with my kids was that to get them structures surrounding me or in the backyard or whatever. Because I've been debating on if I did get to move out on my own, if I would get 4 bedrooms for them, or if I would get my one structure and put them in one, or what. But anyways, I'm just like I said, I'm questioning everything, and I've got so many kids that call me mom, and that I've I think I've been involved in raising them as their mom over the last 3 decades. Um, and a lot of them at one time I would have kept every one of them because they were all good kids. But I think if it's related to a clique in any fashion or a cult or an organization, I think they targeted it may even still be personal with, and it may just be a me thing. Um, but at some point, I think she's gotten a hold of my whole family, and I think she may even be, or how a lot of my kids came to be without me knowing it. Um, but a lot of them have been ruined, and a lot of them have been murdered, and nobody's doing anything about it. And a lot of them are homeless to this day and need a place to go. Um, a lot of them are lost in other parts of the world or other locations and can't find their way home. And they're walking around thinking that their families and their moms have turned their backs on them and left them with nothing, and they're homeless. And, they walk into places and think it's their home and think it's their family, and it's actually imposters and duplicate locations. Or, like I've been told that my family upped and moved, and I've lived here fraudulently the whole time. So, and they tried, that it comes down to, did my family sell, who bought it, whatever. But anyways, the point is things aren't right, things aren't normal, and instead of trying to I mean, it doesn't even involve helping anybody. It's just, I don't know. But anyway, it makes me wonder if where I am, first of all, and second of all, if I am where I think I am or where I'm supposed to be, then what the fuck happened? Sorry, what happened to the community? And is the community in the same spot, or am I dealing with a genuine psycho who's got family that are in respected places in the community, like law enforcement or the courthouse? And then it makes me wonder, if it's not a family of, I don't know. But anyways, then there's all the chatter about who ratted who and who slept with who and who infected who, and I think that has a lot to do with it. I think a lot of people are trying to build a lot of trust to get to certain people, and I think people are falling for it. And I think you shouldn't trust nobody. And I think there are a lot of my loved ones, or ones known as my loved ones, that are out and homeless and have had their sight taken and their hearing taken and maybe deaf and dumb. And I think somebody needs to help them before the psychos get to them, because I think they're being sought after as we speak. And I shouldn't have to set myself out here like this because to prove my point or to get people off their ass. And I think some of you don't react because I think some of you saved your own kids by pulling DNA from others like me and serving up, say, for example, my DNA to get yours back. And I think you had an example or a point to prove with that. And I think that's why you guys made it to where I didn't react to anything, and made it to where I didn't have the ability to. And I think that's also why I have such a severe cognitive disorder. Or I think it's so severe I don't even think it's considered a cognitive disorder anymore. I think it's considered. I've lost a good portion of my brain function. Um, and what I didn't lose through broken blood vessels or untreated head trauma or through strokes was done through my brain temperature, body temperature being overheated to deadly temperatures. Whether it was because of chemicals or because of critters like snakes or parasites or even wildlife, which is a common thing and shouldn't be. Human remains being ingested by the wildlife and then put in the wildlife going into the person and then being dispensed into the person is also a common thing and shouldn't be. So before you guys sit around and dog me out and and run your traps about me. You guys need to think about some things. And you also need to think about, I get people who are in the worst spot of their life. I get people who are in the same spot as me or same condition medically and can't show it because of fear of losing their life and being put in the same spot I'm in with mine. But there's a time to react and a time not to, and it could be all the difference. Um, just, I don't trust anybody or anything, so it's hard to get through to me. But if you do, it means something, and if you don't, then I guess it wasn't meant to be. But anyways, a lot of kids are wanting Scottsburg and wanting their families and homes, and are having have a lot against them that are keeping them from that. And I think you guys need to. I think people need to be looking into informants and witnesses because you need to be making sure they're who they say they are because there's a lot of imposters running around here. And as far as me being on the block, I've got history where I live. Um, I've got history with all my whole life. Um, and you guys don't have the right to call in and have me moved or without my knowledge in any fashion. And whoever's got the technology that's been around for millenniums, um, it's mainstream now, and you don't have the right to use that on me neither. I'm not a threat to nobody. It's quite the opposite. The threat's against me from somebody, from multiple somebodies, and every time you guys have me moved without my knowledge and have me put with people I don't know that are believed to be mine, it leaves me in a vulnerable spot, especially with my health. My heart's so bad I can't. I sleep a lot for that very reason. Um, it's my Tuesday, April 16th, 2024 at 1:35 p.m. So, and that is supposedly delayed, which I don't know if it is delayed. I don't know if it's legal or not, which may be the issue. But anyways, just venting a little, I guess. So I guess I'm gonna hop off here. I like to say hi at least once a day, or if I can, but I don't always. So that way I know if there's anything that happens to me in my sleep, because where my heart's so weak, I feel like whenever I sleep, I slip into a coma. And so if that's true, then that means I could wake up, and as long as the dates match, then I wouldn't catch it. So it comes down to what people have control over. And with iHome, the way it is these days in home security systems, you can sit in one spot and not move and control everything in your house, from your mailbox to your freaking garage to your blender. So it's not that much of a stretch. They've done it to me before, so now I guess they're trying to keep it from becoming known. So they try to make things appear normal. Um, they have taken me before, and they have kidnapped me before, and I have woke up with no knowledge of who I was, what date it was, where I was, how I got there, nothing. I've also woke up in an abandoned jail cell before. So high I didn't know what to do with myself. I was out of my mind and couldn't get out, and nothing about it was normal. So for those of you that think I'm crazy, you might want to know what you're talking about before you mention it. And as far as my kids' school, I'm not allowed up there. I'm not guardian. So that being said, and the ones that are need to be called into question, because there are hundreds of imposters this step has as them. So, and threats are made against anything me daily. So, anyways, I I was in fact born a Sawyer. I was born Angela Dawn Sawyer in '82, and in 2000 I became Angela Dawn Riley by marriage. The only marriage I've ever had, never divorced. I'm a legal widow based out of on a death certificate out of the state of Louisville, Kentucky, state of Kentucky. So, anyways, Thunder over Louisville is supposedly Saturday, and prom is supposedly Saturday. So everybody's coming out of the woodwork, and human traffickers are in like crazy. Um, I don't do anything illegal, and I've tried my damnedest to live a legal life for over a decade now. Hell, I was trying to, well, over a decade plus. So I don't deal with nobody. I don't go around nobody. I don't do nothing. And I am a victim of identity theft. So if you are having issues um, with people being owed or something to that nature, then you need to go to who you dealt with, and you need to know that my family and I don't have nothing to do with, and we also have numerous duplicates, and my family's estate has nothing to do with, regardless if somebody rats or not. Um, it doesn't entitle nobody to nothing. You don't get to pick apart somebody's estate just because somebody ratted. And I haven't done nothing, no way. So, anyways, I'm gonna go. I've been on 27, 28 minutes and counting. Excuse me. I have no idea. I haven't seen any of the family. Don't know who that went to. Anyways, um, I'm having lots of issues with being able to stay stable and secure. Mail is an issue. Phone calls are an issue. All forms of communication are an issue, and they're trying to keep me from it at all costs. And there are numerous people acting as me and mimicking my every move. And anytime I get seen, they're going out of their way to switch things up or to change things, if you know what I'm saying. So I don't know if portals are real or not, but I believe in them. I'm a firm believer in them, and it's apparently something's wrong somewhere, and somebody needs to find out where and fix it before the world gets any worse than what it is. And if the world's not like I think it is, then you had better do something before it gets that way. So that being said, I'm gonna go and get a nap in before my kid comes home from school, or get ready to go get her from school or something. Who knows? Anyways, have a great day, and I will chat again later or tomorrow.